Scrooge isn't selfish. Scrooge is busy. I read A Christmas Carol every single year, and this year, as I've been reading, I've been reflecting on how we characterize Scrooge as a character in his journey. And we usually characterize Scrooge as selfish. Like, that's Scrooge's issue. He's selfish, and he goes on this redemptive journey where he sees the past, present, and his future. And by doing so, he becomes less selfish and more focused on the people, in his life. That's not entirely false, but I think that selfish is sort of a mischaracterization of Scrooge's shortcomings and his central flaw. Scrooge's main flaw is not that he's selfish. Scrooge's central flaw is that he's busy. And busy comes from the word, it's connected to the word business. Scrooge's issue is that he's so busy, so focused on his own business, which isn't necessarily selfish per se. I mean, Scrooge sees himself as somebody who gives a job to Bob Cratchit. He sees himself as somebody who's contributing to the larger economic society by having this business that he runs very carefully, like a lot of business people do, who have the feeling of, well, I'm contributing to the economy so much, therefore I'm not selfish. How could I be? So Scrooge sees his business as the most important thing. This comes up throughout the story. When he's interacting with Jacob Marley, he says, "Oh, I can't believe that, you would be damned, Marley. I mean, you were such a good man of business." And Marley retorts, "Business? Mankind was my business. The general welfare was my business. Goodness, mercy, these were my business. Dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the ocean in the incomprehensible, whatever vast expanse that was my business." He goes on, essentially saying, people were meant to be what I was busy with, not my business. And therein lies, I think, the central message of A Christmas Carol. It's not to be less selfish. I mean, yeah, we should be less selfish. We need to be less busy. We need to fill our lives with less busyness and make time to just not be ignorant of our community and the people around us. Scrooge doesn't do that much to help the larger world outside. He does donate. At the end, he goes to the man who he was going to donate to and then says, "Hey, make this donation." Most of the changes that Scrooge makes to his life are to the people that he interacts with personally. He goes to Fred's Christmas party. He mingles with his family for the first time in we don't know how long. He goes to the Cratchits and helps the Cratchits. He helps Tiny Tim. He becomes a friend to Tiny Tim and supports that family. And the big takeaway from Scrooge's story that we should have in our lives this Christmas season, this holiday season, is that we should not be busy enough that we cannot notice the people around us. It could be the people in our home. It could be the people in our neighborhood. It could be people that we go to church with, people that we work with. We shouldn't be so busy that we can't notice when something's off and just be there for people. Show them love, take them out for lunch, just talk with them.